Welcome to another featured session of Biogas and RNG Online, hosted by Biogas World, where industry leaders and gas innovators share insights, breakthroughs, and real-world applications. Today, we're diving into advanced biogas upgrading systems with a company that's at the forefront of IIoT-driven technology, Ihuas Absorption. Known for its innovative approach to biogas upgrading, Ihuas helps project developers and operators increase reliability, efficiency, and digital intelligence in their RNG infrastructure. Joining us today is Karen Turle, Cristian Ihuas, and Jean-Phillipe Labri, who will walk us through Ihuas solutions and what sets them apart. Thank you for being here today. Let's start with the basics. Tell us about Ihuas Absorption. What's your mission and where do you fit in the biogas value chain?
So our key products are our innovative fast cycle pressure swing absorption technology, also commonly known as PSA technology, and then the BioStream, which is an integrated containerized biogas upgrading solution that converts biogas into RNG. And the core feature of the BioStream is our innovative PSA technology. So we have over 100 installations worldwide for upgrading a biogas, and we're actively supporting the production of RNG from food waste, animal waste, and wastewater treatment facilities.
Thank you for providing such a well-rounded overview of Ihuas. Moving on to your products and solutions, what are the key products and solutions Ihuas delivers to the biogas sector?
Yeah, we offer high performance and innovative logical solutions for the purification of renewable gas, and then also a wide range of equipment for the treatment, compression, and filter of air and gas. So what we do is provide best-in-class products to facilitate the transition to a cleaner future. So Ihuas is part of the movement trying to aim to decarbonize the planet with sustainable development models that integrate economic growth through social and environmental responsibilities.
Thank you for touching on that. Moving to the BioStream's features and value, can you tell us about some of the features of the BioStream and how it brings added value to your clients?
The BioStream from Ihuas, it's a fully containerized biogas upgrading solution optimized for reliability and performance and life cycle. And I would say that people are looking to BioStream like to an equipment. BioStream is not an equipment. It's a real plant. It's an installation which comes on site and it's ready to be operated plug and play. So it is standardized biogas upgrading solution with a scalable configuration designed for reliable and consistent renewable natural gas production at the site. The biogas production with BioStream, how was designed, it's suitable for quick installation and very rapid plug-and-play operation. The components are factory assembled, tested, pre-certified by Intertek, and Intertek it's an authority that it's recognized worldwide by all local authorities for electricity, for gas, for pressure vessels, for everything. And once you receive this BioStream, it's ready for operation. BioStream reduce the installation and commissioning time very, very significant and accelerate the time to reach to obtaining the revenue that you put in your financial model. Is the most economical and the most convenient unit or plant for developer, allowing to reduce the overall cost of biogas upgrading project. It is modular, so it can be installed in stages. Once you add more digesters to your project, you can add more BioStream, and it's very easy to be added and very fast operational. So each one can deliver between 300 and 310 SCFM. And more than that, you have the capability to relocate the BioStream modules. So if a project is not producing enough biogas, or there is a pause in digesters, then you can relocate to another site with a minimum effort. And at the core of the BioStream is our company's Ihuas Absorption, proprietary pressure swing absorption. It's a PSA technology, how we call it in our language. It's one of the most compact, economical, and reliable gas purification product on the market. The PSA unique fast cycle rotary valve technology and advanced adsorbents, it's optimally designed to maximize methane recovery, even the input of biogas is changing and fluctuates. The way to optimize recovery and the production is just changing the rotation speed of the valve. So it's one single point to be controlled to obtain the maximum performance.
Thank you. That was very insightful. Moving to IIoT and operational efficiency, how do you use IIoT solutions to improve operational efficiency and safety in biogas facilities?
So each of the biostream explained by Cristian has its own computer-based SCADA interface that connects and sends data continuously to a global center application. So a global center application is hosted on Microsoft Azure Cloud Server and is easily accessible by a simple web link with any web browser. So once you enter our application, the first thing you'll see is a dashboard showing all your specific biostreams. So I show you an example by sharing my screen here of our dashboard. So by just a fraction of a second, you're able to see, okay, all my units are in productions, everything is working fine. Then the dashboard also shows key performance indicators averaging per unit. So you can also see how the fleet is going pretty quickly. And another feature we have from that application that is very interesting as well is we're able to select a specific site or unit and generate an automated report. The date can be selected. The date frame for the report can be selected. So you can go for daily report, weekly report, monthly report within that same application. So the report will generate a summary of all those KPI, the key performance indicator for each unit. And then with those KPIs, it will be really easy for us to quickly identify any opportunities, if there's any opportunities for improvement. So I can show you the slide, like what some of the pages of the report is. Not the full report, but that shows like we have ring charts and bar charts, and so it shows a different interesting value over here. So from there, we're also able to improve the operational efficiency of the site as well, you know, by observing the main KPIs such as recovery rate, flow rate, product purity, and other factors that we are looking at. So as Cristian explained, by making small adjustment to the speed of our rotary valve, we'll be able to improve the recovery rate and the overall performance of the plant. So that's some of the key features we have. And with that same application, we're also able to generate a fleet-wide report for customer who has more than one biostream. I can show you like a quick example of a fleet-wide. So that one is showing the average availability of each unit by color and by month, average weekly by month. So that report also includes other interesting metrics such as the mean time before failure, the mean time to repair the unit. So this can become very interesting, analyzing the efficiency of the site. Also, another thing important to note is that each of those report and content is customizable with our client. So the client wants more or less things, then we can easily implement and add other features in there. So other things we have on our biostream is, you know, we have continuous monitoring of key information such as the H2S, the CO2, temperature, pressure, and if so we're continuously monitoring those values within the unit, and they will trigger warnings, alarms, and even shut down when the values falls outside safe operating level. This will occur automatically, requiring no human intervention to keep people and equipment safe. So that's what we have for IIoT.
Thank you. Safety is very important, and that is why we will touch on diagnostics and cybersecurity. Do you offer predictive measures for maintenance or remote diagnostics for your RNG upgrading equipment?
Yes, and the preventive maintenance, this is It's really a key feature of our reporting and monitoring solution that is part of each of the biostream. So those report I was showing also has a section that includes a detailed list of preventive maintenance tasks sorted by modules. So each of the module Cristian was explaining has a list of different tasks to be done, and indicating, and then that list will indicate also the part and action needed, such as inspection, testing, or replacement of different components, that's like filters. So the maintenance feature will have a real-time counter indicating like what's the remaining time before the task is due based on the unit operation hour. The real-time counter would be summarized in the report, on the weekly or daily report, but it can be also monitored directly on the by the operator. It can be monitored directly on the local or the remote application as well. So there's a page there, and then you can see what's going on with each module. And then when the time is overdue for a specific task, there would be also an indication to notify the operator or the site manager on the interface. So that's something really appreciated by the users of the sites. And other feature we have in our report is a section with the list of the most frequent critical alarm that create shutdowns. So this allows us to investigate and take action to prevent these alarms and improve the efficiency. And then by doing this, we fosters continuous improvement of the unit and ultimately increase the profitability of the site.
That's great to hear. Regarding cybersecurity measures, how do you ensure the biostream is protected from cybersecurity threats or data breaches?
So cybersecurity is something we assist. We have worked on an industrial cybersecurity management system, which is different from our IT cybersecurity. So it's really meant to work with our unit. Like we did the biostream unit assessment first, and then this is going to be extended also to our other product line. So we have implemented the most stringent protocol and solutions that conforms with international standards such as NIS2 directive or IEC 62443. So one thing we want people to understand also, and that's very, very important about cybersecurity, is that it doesn't only mean protecting the system from unwanted intrusion. There are like many multiple criteria and potential risks that we had considered, assessed, and analyzed during the process based on those directive and recommendation. So a few examples of what we did is we looked at the user access management. User access management with password and credential, but also physical access to the site. Like, is it locked? Is it possible for someone to come there and open your panel and start to pull data and things like that? So that was assessed. What if a former employee leaves the company and is not happy? How that should be managed to avoid unwanted intrusion. We also did assessment on system hardening, meaning like we work with a computer base on the Windows, so that Windows would be slimmer to deactivate like all the multiple default services Windows would run, and this would help to prevent system intrusion for sure. The remote access and network is also a big part of the assessment. So we have put in place like a secured VPN and firewalls to avoid any intrusion. And another very important point is the full system recovery plan after disaster. So that is not only after a potential cyber attack, but it also considered like after a natural disaster, such as a flood, a storm, or fire. Or so what we have is we stored all the original software version and programs back up, and all the procedures on our server for each single unit. So if software becomes obsolete or anything like that, we can go there and recover the unit very easily without struggling with obsolete stuff software-wise. And on that analysis and that assessment, there's also another 8 criteria that we have considered during our review. So our cybersecurity framework is also revised on a regular basis, and that is to always be complying with the latest technology and standard. And So what we've seen is the cybersecurity system was important to protect the equipment, but also as Cristian explained before, the insurers and investors are requiring risk assessment that includes cyber risk and when evaluating potential projects. So that's a big point that we have cyber secured compliant. And so some of the key feature, as I said, is the BioStream is we prevent unauthorized access to data and operational control, and we have a complete data recovery and restoration plan solution. So in the event of a compromise or the event of a compromised data or other event, the unit can quickly be put back online and continue produce RNG.
Thank you for the detailed walkthrough. It's impressive to see how Ihuas Absorption integrates cutting-edge digital tools with reliable upgrading hardware, providing smarter, safer, and more scalable solutions for RNG producers.
Thank you for the opportunity to explain.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks.
Thank you to everyone tuning in to Biogas and RNG Online, hosted by Biogas World. Stay with us as we continue exploring technologies shaping the future of renewable gas.